Welcome, everyone, to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Gamecocks will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. From the gun, running back on the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Rolling, throwing, looking right. He's got it on the outside. Wide open spaces. The 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Indiana!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Shakes off the defender. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Nice job by the QB. You can tell they want to push it down the field. They want to be aggressive on first down, which I love, which is really hard to stop from a defensive standpoint. But does a good job scrambling outside the pocket, picking up the first down, and then saving his life. Good job. Get out of bounds.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. He's got him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Jacobs. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Obviously, 3rd downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the first down, moving the sticks, fresh set of down, continue to wear on this defense.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Complete to the left. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man, oh, man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front, too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run play action. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Under fire. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Showing the arm straight down the left side. He's got it! And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Harbor. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Brown. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Under fire. Trying to make magic on the scramble. It's a fumble. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. The Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Going to the running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. And as he throws. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
play action. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Oh, better look out. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Harbor. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Using the quick game. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Caught near the sticks. It's Bennett.
Well, I think the defense was even caught off guard on that one, guys. Not seeing the field goal unit trot out onto the field. They had a golden opportunity there to make a stop and get the ball back without surrendering any points. They couldn't do it, though, and now all of a sudden their backs are against the wall.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Get to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
He wants to throw it again. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete to the right. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Throws the end zone. It's picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Got a lot of room to the right. The 40. Past the 30. The 20. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage, take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the 2nd quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Indiana!
And that's That's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas, try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. To the air, it's Sellers. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Wide open downfield. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry up. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to... There he goes. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He makes the catch. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Going right to work up top. Pulls it in. It's Cooper. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And that will extend their lead even further. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Corners are going to bail. On the snap, it's Brown. Grab near the sticks, it's Sellers. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. And the Hoosiers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They finally get him stopped after he maneuvered his way to the 42. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep.
He's got it at the 30. Turns it on down the left side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, South Carolina.
That is so hard to defend. QB wants to make a play from the pocket, but does a great job escaping to his left, eyes down the field. Palmer, he looked like a young, athletic Jesse Palmer, getting outside the pocket and throwing a dime.
I would have torn my ACL if I had tried to roll out to my left like that in my playing days, but how about this quarterback keeping his eyes downfield, never quitting on the play, and finding a viable option and delivering an accurate throw so that he could advance it after the catch and take it all the way into the end zone.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Grabbed in the middle, it's Becker. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contested catch.
Breaks into the open. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Hoosiers will go for it on fourth down. Bring in the heat. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Unloads it left. Got him downfield. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He's going to run it.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. You saw guys play with excellent instinct, running down the hill and making a tackle.
The Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on third and short. The play action fake. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Oh, he's got some room in to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. They'll try to pound their way in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return. return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. On the ground, it's Hemby. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. And the Hoosiers come to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Cooper. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Fires to the big fella. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So first down will open up the final period. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. Got his man all by himself. All kinds of room to the right. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Hoosiers! He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. Slips through the line. He found some really good running room on that one. It just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what you're
turning it on. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Mendoza. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Hoosiers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. And the Hoosiers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Hemby. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
That's caught. It's Cooper. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? He wants to change this route. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. The Hoosiers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll line up to go for 2.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
He's in there for the deuce, and they extend the lead to 10. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking to pass, it's Sellers. He's got the tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Looking downfield on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Got room to work. Got the first himself. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. This is a situation you dreamed of in the backyard, but now it's for real. One last chance late in the game. Final drive coming for this offense. Moving out to the right. The throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. trying play action. Here's the pressure. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
Here's a heat. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Buckeyes will boot it away to start the game. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Fights off a defender.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Looking for a man. It's back. He uncorks one deep. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
That is such a great play by that defender. And how many times on deep balls do we see PI? Do we see pass interference? In situations just like that, that defender did an outstanding job.
Complete on third down. Tackle was made right at the 22-yard line. That's not enough for the first down. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Third down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out and get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now upcoming.
Finds him out of the backfield. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. They needed a bunch on 4th down, and boy, did they get it.
And I get aggressiveness. We get aggressiveness. We want to be aggressive, take shots down the field. First half, they felt like 4th and long. No big deal. And they...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Makes a move, and he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. There he goes. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Might as well give it to him again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RP.
Oh, there's an alley on the left. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Canes. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you.
Oh, they're faking it. The holder's going to try to throw it. And it works. He's into the end zone for the 2, and he gives them the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finished things off racing 53 yards for 6. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Tate. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. To the air, it's Sayin. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Tate. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State, Woody Hayes, forward pass, 2 of the 3 things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over this place.
You ain't lying. My, how times have changed. Now it is pass, pass, pass. Find explosive playmakers like this on the outside. Get him the football.
Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
Everybody holds their breath when this guy has the ball. On defense now, you got to stop the bleeding because you're allowing one of the best at his position in the sport of college football. Now have back-to-back catches. You better be anticipating this offense going back to him again right here.
To the air on first down. Got a man. It's Jackson. Past the 30. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
To the air on second down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Final play of the quarter coming. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Pick off to stop the threat. Takes it the other way. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the first period. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quarterback now breaking the field. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. Lets it fly. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Has to let this one go off his back foot. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
Makes the grab. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Now the play fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for on that play.
Here comes the two-point try. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Fires to the wideout. Nice catch for the two-point conversion. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. A quick pass to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
What an individual effort that time, beating his guy and getting in the backfield and making a play. Ohio State has had so many dominant D-linemen in recent years, right? The Bosa brothers, Chase Young. You know those guys are watching this game. They're proud of what they just saw. This dude is a gamer.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like...
Touchdown, Buckeyes! Fitted in the window for the score.
And I love the play call on offense there. It's a sudden change situation. You just got the turnover. You're now going to take a shot because you got the defense on their heels after they're back on the field quickly. Really nice play call.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll step out of bounds at the 16 and leave his offense with a long field in front. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Got his man quickly.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And now on second down for this offense. Might be calling a hot route. Second down, they'll go to the air. He rifles one deep to the left. He's got it along the sideline.
I would love to sit here and tell you that was the greatest play call ever, and the offensive coordinator is a genius. I think that was some really bad defense.
Still looking on the move. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. They were on the move, but two straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. No signs of any kind of kickers that'll lead the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, going to the air. He's got it and more than enough for a 1st down. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. To the air, it's back. Throws toward the end zone. And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone. Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The give out of the gun. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He's looking to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
He's going for the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the 1st half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the 1st half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the 2nd half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Tate. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Rolling right and going deep. Makes the grab deep. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
They're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
Off-play action on first down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Man, this is exactly what you needed to see from this defense to start the second half. If you're down, you got to create some momentum. You got to get your offense a little bit excited. Nice job creating the sack. Perfect start to the second half of this defense.
Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. One of the great programs in the history of the sport, sort of built on the running game, but these days, Ohio State defined by explosive pass play.
Yeah, and you can call yourself whatever you want. A lot of people claim different things like wide receiver U, but when you look at Ohio State in the past several years, going back 10 years probably, you could pick so many big names of guys who have been superstars, not only at the college level, but also at the NFL level.
Sends it downfield. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Going for it all. And he took a shot at the end zone, and he almost picked it off. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up.
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take it in for 6 more points. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
if you're a defensive coordinator, that you know I can put 6 DBs on the field in my dime package, and I can still get home rushing 4. My guys up front are better than your guys, and we're going to go prove it. And they did just that.
He lobs one high down the left side. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. Off and running. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Once he got some room, it was over.
And I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end. But forget that. We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on 4th down? You make the play and get the huge, explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
He'll bring it out. It's Graham. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. That's caught. It's Jackson. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the connection. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Peoples. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
A really good job by the defense, understanding 3rd down, the situation of the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, and now forcing a 4th down.
Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Catch in the middle, it's Smith. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields. Might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Caught in the backfield, it's Daniels. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
From the gun, the running back has it. He got penetration to make the stop in the backfield, and they gave back that 4 they just gained. It's 3rd and 10. Handoff from the gun. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through three quarters for these two guys. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. This offense has it with really good field position. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Salt into her wound, right, Leighton?
Oh, they want the two, and the holder tries to throw for it. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. The give on the inside. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that reign is coming to an end. Dropping back, it's Beck. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
The Canes headed quickly to the line. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Quickly out to the tight end. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. They just keep firing. With the catch, it's Marion. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver.
A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
He'll throw on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Marion. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll take a shot. And it's caught. Touchdown, Canes.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
To the air, it's Beck. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. So a drive there of 82 yards. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Makes the catch. Oh, he's got some space. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And the Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Fires to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass, it's back. Unleashes one. Grabbed over the middle, it's Fletcher. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to go up top on first down. Rushes on him. Got rid of it just in time. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller. Certainly if you're the quarterback, but you're going to have time to throw.
Zings it complete to the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Off play action. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Firing to the right, complete. He is stopped short of the line to gain. The 4th down try goes awry, and that might just do it. Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go. It'll be 3rd and long. Finds the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
Punt is on its way. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Great place to start for this offense. Dropping back, it's Beck. Fires toward the end zone. And that is interception number 3. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from the SEC, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Buckeyes will kick it away first. Coming out with it, it's Ball. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Extending the play. He's going to go for a big one. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Keeps it himself and gets the first. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Ball.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Back to pass on second down. Unloads to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Well, that changed things a bit. After the penalty, it's 3rd and 3. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. Here comes the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess it.
Turning it on. Past the 1st down marker and still running. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. And the boys of Old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
On the run, deep down the right side. Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
And the Gators in the hurry-up. The play-action fake. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. The snap sets up the throw. Moving out of the pocket. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
This defense is playing excellent on this drive here in critical down and distance. 2nd and goal and 3rd and goal. They're able to get sacks and push the offense back, now forcing a field goal try.
And you'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about in that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Peoples. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, the offense is trying to throw for it in their own end on 3rd down, and quarterback receiver not quite on the same page, and they're lucky because that was almost picked up.
So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Looking for a huge play. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. and they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone.
Deep shot for the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to try to get it himself. A shot toward the end zone. Fires and picked off. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
Well, he was rolling to his right, and because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires the pass, intercepted.
The defense thought in this game they were going to have an opportunity to pick some passes off. And what a great job. Down deep in the opponent's territory, he jumps the route, he intercepts it, returns it now inside the 5-yard line, setting his offense up in beautiful.
The State scores it.
And I tell you what, Reason, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
With the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. We've got a timeout from the kicking team. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down. Gonna take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop. We got to stop the bleeding and get the ball back to our offense.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Flagway. Gets it to the back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we've played 1 quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They'll have to do a better job of protection this time after that 3rd down sack set them back, but they'll go for it here. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory. and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised, you definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Well, it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
You just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. The second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. You've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The Buckeyes are rolling down the field. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hawkins. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to... He tries to take the top off. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a...
There he goes! And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. Timeout called by the defense is their 1st of the half, as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Gators, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. On the run, still looking. Throwing on the run. Snags it inside the 20. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
It's complete. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Defense didn't have the personnel it needed. They call a timeout. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And with a hallelujah land. Touchdown, Florida! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Looking for a deep man. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. They're dealing with a second and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Sayin. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. Makes the grab. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He makes the grab. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the right. Hauls it in. Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They'll line up for a second down play. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
Well, that just shows you how much this quarterback trusts his baller wide receiver. He was double covered on that play, and still the QB tried to force it over to him.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off for the third time today. Brought down at the 30 on the return, and his defense has set them up in scoring position.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll leave it with him. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one.
This punter is such a weapon. And because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
Back to throw, it's Sayin. Get it out on the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Buckeyes can really attack on this second and short. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Dumps it to the back. And it's picked off for the fourth time today. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, Florida.
And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. And the Gators will kick it away to start the second half. He brought that thing out of the end zone with the idea of making a play, but he didn't even get back to the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. The short hands, it's Tate.
I think this defense really needs to start thinking about really fencing this quarterback in. You cannot let him go east or west because he will extend the play with his legs and his speed and then hurt you throwing the football.
Lofts one high and deep. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
Well, I know.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Might be changing the route. To the air on first down. The Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quarterback moving. All kinds of time before he fires right. And he makes the catch inside the 25.
It's a nice play call there. You've got two possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
Fires to the right. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Gator. The big tight end, always able to make the defense pay.
And tight ends have evolved so much in football. I mean, these guys are like wide receivers now, and you see why. Got the athletic ability, the big bodies, throw them to them, and they make big plays for you.
They'll send the back in motion. To throw, it's Flagway. Grab behind the line. It's ball. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The two-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up. Going deep. Makes the catch at the 20. Flying out to the left. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
They'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. He gets it in there for the 2, and now they've chopped that lead down to 11. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but better job by the hands team falling on the football.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Looking for space, it's ball. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. Under fire. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Gators line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. A low line drive and short kick. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Trying to take it back. Inside the tag. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a 1st and goal after the pick. They'll try to run it in. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
Now the play fake. Under fire. Flushed out of the pocket. Looking, trying to escape, cannot. The sack thwarts the two-point try.
That keeps the score. Florida, 32.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead.
Set to kick this one away.
And he muffs it. It's loose. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30.
And the Ohio State offense will take over. 1st and 10.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Looking for a man. It's Sayed. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes the catch on the left. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
That's a great job getting the first down by that guy. He's a big-time weapon. He's got the speed. He's got everything you look for in a wide receiver. And it's funny, you think about Ohio State football. Back in the day, Woody Hayes running the ball 3 yards in a cloud.
He's looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He'll take another shot here. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking to throw again. This time he's got it. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Buckeyes want to move quickly. They'll run play action, buying some time. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
Well, this defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the 4th quarter, and still, he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quickly complete. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains because of his ability after the...
Throw to the end zone. Picked off.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Got the 1st down and more. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the...
And she trying to be friends with these Miami hoes, but like, yo, you buzzed. You know that who's that one? Yeah.
Off bees.
Yeah.
Off
You know that Emma
bees.
Season down?
What
Who
they
that is?
do?
Uh,
What I did playing NCAA?
but yeah, that period, you trying to go viral though. Yeah. But she too regular, bro. Like, yo.
I don't want to play that. That's gonna piss me.